What is going on, everybody? Tonight we have Monday Night Football between the Eagles and the Chargers. And in this video, I'll be going through some of my top player prop picks for the game tonight. I've got a few. I have two straight bets and one parlay filler that I'm going to be going through. Really good Sunday for us yesterday. I ended up going 4-2 on the straight bets that I talked about in yesterday's video. We missed on Joe Burrow's under, which was actually looking really good up until that game absolutely took off, like with the last 5 minutes left or something like that. And then we were hoping to get that 21-yard reception for Devontae Adams. Wasn't his day. He didn't really need to do much, but Puka Nacua was the one who got it. I knew one of the two would get the longest reception. I was hoping that it would be Adams just because he's been typically getting those throughout the year and everything. But it was Puka's day, but solid day nonetheless. 4-2 on the straight bets, 5-1 on the parlay fillers. Hopefully we can make some decent money tonight on Monday Night Football to round out this Week 14. Before I get into the plays, just a few quick reminders. One, join my Discord server. It's completely free to join. The link to join is in the pinned comment below. Just be a welcome member in the community. The Discord itself is free. There is some premium sections that you won't have access to unless you are a VIP. I'll touch on that in a second. But join in, be an active member of the community. Just make it whatever you want it to be. I watch a lot of Twitch streams and I'm in a lot of gaming communities and things like that. And I want to make my community very similar to one of those where it's just a good place to be, where people hang out, they post literally whatever they want, whether it's about sports betting or posting their Spotify Wrapped or talking about games, do whatever you want to do. So join on in, be an active member of the community. Number two, if you want to become a VIP, that is how you will unlock the secret sections in the Discord. Basically, what you get as a VIP. So if you use the link in the description below, you'll get a 3-day free trial. You get access to all of my picks way earlier on in the week. So for NFL, I post my plays on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all throughout the week. So we're getting ahead of a lot of line movement. You'll get my write-ups on Odd Shopper Tails. So what I do with each pick is I go through each one. I kind of explain what I like about it, what trends I found, and why I'm betting it. And then I also show screenshots of every single bet that I place too. So if you want to see my actual slips that I'm placing my actual cash on, you'll need to become a VIP to get access to those. And plus, I do a lot of educational content over there too in the Discord server, kind of showing you guys my entire process start to finish when it's researching these plays, giving you guys a lot more insight. It's a lot more direct access to me in general being a VIP. Like I said, if you use the link in the description below, you will get a 3-day free trial for VIP. Doing that today will likely get you the Thursday Night Football picks and some NFL Week 15 picks too, if you time it correctly. And last but certainly not least, the app that I'm showing on the screen here, it is Outlier.bet. It is not a free website. It is a paid subscription website, but honestly, it is worth every single penny. This is the only app that you need just in general to do your research on. This is the only thing I use for NFL, only thing I use for NBA. Same with college football and WNBA and everything too. It's really all that you need. Giving you access to the player cards and things like that, and their filters, and the ability to find really good trends. It's just next level. It saved me so much time throughout the year, so that's why I show them in all the videos. It's really the only thing I use for my research, and of course, I'm going to endorse them because it's such a good product. But if you want a 7-day free trial to Outlier, you could use a link in the description below. All right, let's get into the plays for tonight. Only a few, 2 straight bets and 1 parlay filler. Hopefully, we can stay hot like we did yesterday. The first bet that I'm on, this is kind of a juiced odds play. It's not really a parlay filler, but it is juiced a bit at this point, at least on Underdog Fantasy. DraftKings is -127, BetMGM's -140, so it's not too bad. But it's Dallas Goedert under 3.5 receptions. So Goedert has gone under this number in 6 out of his last 8 games, and 3 out of 4 since returning from his injury, having 2 3 times, and then 4 in the first game back against Green Bay, which was honestly just a really good matchup for him because the Packers give up a lot of receptions to tight ends. I was actually on his over in that game too, I'm pretty sure. And I think he got it late. I think it was like in garbage time not garbage time, but like late in the fourth quarter is when he got that 4th catch. But the Chargers, very difficult matchup for tight ends, only allowing 3.9 receptions per game to tight ends this year. Only 2 tight ends have had 4 or more catches against them. That was Brock Bowers and Tyler Warren. Dallas Goedert is a very good player. He is a very good tight end. He is involved in this offense, but he's not as involved as those guys like Bowers and Warren, simply because Goedert is the number 3 option on the team in targets. he's behind AJ Brown and Devonta Smith, who just got a massive share of the targets. So Goddard gets whatever is left over from those two. And it's just a very difficult matchup for him too. The Chargers, they don't give up a lot of receptions to tight ends, but Dallas Goedert under 3.5 receptions is bet number 1 today. Bet number 2 is something that I don't love because I do have some question marks about what the workload is going to be like, but I am betting it and I do want to share it with you guys in this video. It is Amari and Hampton over 10.5 receiving yards. It's going to be a running back by committee with Hampton coming back from injury this week. Vidal looked great while Hampton was out, having some really massive games and everything. But Vidal only has 16 targets through the 7 games that he played when Hampton was out. When Hampton has 22 targets in the first 5 games he played this season. So he's a lot more involved in the passing game as compared to how Vidal, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, but as compared to him. And he's averaged 27.2 receiving yards per game in this small sample size this year. And the Eagles are allowing the 5th most receiving yards per game to running backs this year at 38.8 per game. There have been 15 other running backs who have had 11 or more receiving yards against them too. Like I said, this one is a little dicey because we aren't fully sure what the snaps are going to look like. Is it going to be a 50-50 split? Is Hampton going to come back, maybe get like a 60-40 split? I'm not too sure. But I am fairly confident that he is going to be the one getting most of the passing game work over Vidal, however you say the guy's name. But Hampton over 10.5 receiving yards, I do have on a slip, and that's why I want to share it with you guys. And the final play here is the parlay filler. It is the Green Goblin play over on PrizePicks. It's actually also on DraftKings too, which shocks me. I didn't know DraftKings had the first half passing lines, at least for the alternate lines like this. But Justin Herbert over 74.5 first half passing yards. Nothing too crazy on this one, but Herbert has gone over this number all 12 games this year, and actually 28 straight games going back to last season too. So just an insane trend, kind of similar to that Kyrie Williams play that we've been playing. It's been like 27 out of his last 28 or something like that. 28 straight games having 75 or more passing yards in the first half for Herbert. And 9 out of the 12 quarterbacks that the Eagles have faced this year have thrown for 75 yards or more in the first half. I would have liked that number to be a little bit higher, maybe 10 out of 12 or even 11 out of 12, but I can't ignore a 28-game streak on this Justin Herbert prop. Like I said, just use it as a parlay filler. As of right now, I don't have it with anything else from this game. You could pair it with the Goddard, but that doesn't really pay that great. My plan of attack is to pair it with some NBA tonight, most likely, or do a few other parlay fillers too, where I can get like a juiced odds parlay or something like that. But Herbert over 74.5 first half passing yards. Really solid trend, hitting 28 straight games in a row. That's going to wrap up my plays for Monday Night Football. There will not be an NBA video tonight. There's only 3 games on the schedule. And I'm trying to stick to only 1 video per day between NFL and NBA just because, my schedule gets kind of crazy with a lot of stuff going on because, I only have so many hours in the day to post these videos. I work full time and everything too. So got to be as efficient as I possibly can. So if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video too. Remember to join the Discord server completely free. The link to join is in the pinned comment below. And if you want that 3-day trial of VIP, you can use the link in the description below to sign up for my VIP package over on OddsShopper Tales. That's going to wrap things up for me today. Best of luck on your bets tonight, and thanks for watching.